If you're trying to get rid of cellulite, then watch the following video. It helped me, so why wouldn't it help you?
Imagine going to bed every night and having the same nightmare of being buried alive, only to get up and realize this nightmare is your everyday waking reality, as 284 pounds of fat slowly squeezes your organs, compresses your lungs, and eventually cuts your life short. Hey there, I'm Jared from Golden After 50, and I was privileged enough to work with Terry as I watched her go through the most difficult battle of her entire life, only to come out victorious and 84 pounds lighter in a matter of weeks. Because although Terry, a 68-year-old grandmother of 17, shared with me how her weight and these nightmares had her convinced she'd never spend another Thanksgiving with her family, we can now confidently say those visions of being buried alive in a suffocating sea of body fat have now been washed away from her life for good. Because after a twisting turn of events that landed her in the hospital and then at our facility, she stumbled upon a wild discovery that scientists from the University of Chicago, Cornell, and others are calling a once-in-a-generational answer that could end the weight gain epidemic simply, safely, and 100% naturally. A simple 10-second bedtime habit that cuts through the umbilical cord to burn ungodly amounts of fat, allowing you to lose 1 to 2 pounds of pure body fat overnight and each night for the first 30 days. I can say this because I watched it happen before my eyes and is backed by over 20 studies from some of the most prestigious universities in the world. In fact, Terry's transformation and the others whom you'll meet was so shocking, it forced myself and our team to rethink everything we knew about weight loss, nutrition, and the human metabolism. It made me question my professors from university way back when. It made us question the physicians, plus the over 1,000 hours we've spent in the lab analyzing dietary changes and their impact on the human body. That's why I need to get this off my chest. You see, without this simple bedtime habit, no matter how much you exercise or diet, the fat that you hate staring at in the mirror will just smile back at you. It's why dieting only works for a short time until you slowly give up control, begin eating normally again, and the weight comes roaring back. You see, when you get this one thing right before bed, 2 million years of human biology will have the chance to do what your metabolism has been trying to accomplish this entire time. And that's burn through pounds of fat that both you and your body know shouldn't be there. That's why genetics had nothing to do with your weight gain, despite what others might have told you, or what you've come to believe in yourself over the years. It's also why it's not your fault though, and why you're not destined to be this way forever. No, that's why with a pure heart I can confidently be here with you sharing this, because what you're about to discover has nothing at all to do with exercising more or following a certain diet like keto, Atkins, or the South Beach diet. It has nothing to do with drinking a special tea, visiting a doctor, a 72-hour detox regimen, fasting, or any of that craziness. No. This biologically powerful and safer than drinking water bedtime habit is the missing piece of the puzzle yourself and millions have been searching for the entire time. And once inserted, will send shockwaves of permanent fat loss from the tips of your toes all the way up your legs, through your hips, love handles, stomach, torso, and arms. But not only that, the academic research has also found this 10-second bedtime habit can do wonders for your appearance and the aging process, as every cell in your body is baptized by hormones shown to rewind time on your appearance while making you almost bulletproof to disease. Just imagine having the biological age of a 20-year-old when you're 40, or the biological age of a 30 to 40-year-old when you're 50 to 60. It's entirely possible and not out of the question, regardless of how much weight you'd like to lose, your age, or your situation. However, I do need to make a confession. You see, when you fail to do this one thing right each night, according to the University of Chicago, a disorder called metabolic grogginess will sink its teeth deep into your metabolism and make it almost impossible to burn fat and trim away those saggy, pesky areas, while setting you up for a tsunami flood of fat storage once you let up on the exercise and try to eat normal again. It's why I'm sure you've been stuck in an endless cycle of losing weight, then gaining it back for months to maybe years. And again, there's a reason for this. Only one reason. That's why when we stumbled upon this shocking revelation, it was obvious why Terry gained all this weight and why it was impossible to lose it. It's also another reason why obesity levels are at all-time highs, as the weight loss companies stand to make billions this year off of people suffering using the same gimmick over and over again. Meanwhile, the richest countries in the world, especially here in the US, are getting sicker by the year. Diabetes, hypertension, memory decline, heart disease, even cancer can all be traced back to this one thing as well. That's why this is so important for you to hear, and we can't waste any time. I'm filled with joy to share this with you because this is not a gimmick, but something steeped in science and everyday results from normal individuals, both men and women. Because you see, this one thing is something all 6 billion of us share on Earth, yet very few in modern society get right. And I promise to share this with you right here. Now, if you're feeling a bit skeptical about all this, believe me, I get it. I know the words you're hearing are filled with hope and optimism, yet might cause you to raise an eyebrow or two. That's why I'd like for you to continue to keep listening. Because if a 68-year-old grandmother of 17 with knee-buckling arthritis can lose 84 pounds of fat while giving her back the peace of mind that she'll get to spend more holidays with her family and friends, then this could work for you too. Even if it's just 10, 20, or 30 plus more pounds you'd like to lose, I can make this special promise to you because I've witnessed this type of transformation with my own eyes. And not just with Terry, but many others. Like Michael, who struggled with losing and gaining weight his whole life. Michael followed the same 10-second bedtime habit and shockingly lost 47 pounds of fat while trimming 7 inches off his waist in only 8 weeks. And to this day, he hasn't gained a single pound of it back, as he enjoys his new fat-burning metabolism that now burns through any one of his favorite foods like chili and nachos, carrot cake, or his wife's spaghetti and meatballs. Besides that, the debilitating knee pain that used to slow him down has been erased. His high blood pressure has tumbled back down to a healthy, normal level. And his doctor can't believe it, because his cholesterol and triglyceride numbers have made a complete 180. Not to mention his beautiful wife and children love having him back. You see, stories like Michael's, Terry's, and the hundreds of others we've helped so far in person, among the thousands online, are real-world results we've now come to expect, regardless of your genetics, if you're on medication, how much weight you like to lose, or your age. However, the mountains of research do make this one thing clear. If you forget to do this one thing before bed, the chances of you losing fistfuls of fat nosedive by over 92%. Your chance of suffering metabolic grogginess skyrockets by 97%. While trying to lose those same 10 to 20 permanent pounds will feel like you're trying to lose 50, as your body becomes more sensitive to illness, and your chances of developing high blood pressure and heart disease rapidly increase by 89% if you're not already there, along with diabetes and dementia, where over time, you'll gradually lose every precious memory you have. Your first kiss, your first love, the moment your children were born, that memorable vacation, all from getting this one thing wrong each night. That's why it's so important you hear this special health alert. You see, despite helping our clients lose over 11,997 total pounds of fat over the last year, we're willing to admit that even though we're on the cutting edge as a company in the latest research methods to burn fat while helping you get healthy, nothing has come close to this easily accessible 10-second bedtime habit that sets your body up for speedier weight loss and a metabolism that burns through food and fat without having to lower your calories or spend extra time at the gym. You see, simply by inserting this one missing piece of the puzzle that gives your body the go-ahead to flush away pounds of cellulite, inches of fat, while revealing brand new lean toned muscle is a revelation that needs to be shared with you. It's why this is so different and why I'm sure you've never heard about this before, because this goes completely against what you might have read and tried in the past. Methods that you see on TV do nothing except force the fat off your body. And just like a toddler, your body hates being forced to do anything against its will. So what's going to happen when you turn the other way? It's going to rebel and pile on even more weight than before. It's why weight loss companies won't share this with you, They need you to keep losing and gaining so you buy more from them. Meanwhile, this painfully simple 10-second bedtime habit will set you up for permanent weight loss success, while saving you thousands over the course of your lifetime. Money that you would have spent on more diets, exercise programs, trainers, and classes. You can also expect to wake up every morning with a healthier, more glowing complexion, brighter eyes, clearer focus, certainly more energy, and a better mood. While quietly behind the scenes, your cells become more resistant to disease, as your markers of aging like your skin, hair, nails, even your organs like your heart, brain, kidneys, and liver get a much needed facelift. It's truly remarkable. And again, all of these age-defying body fat loss miracles can be traced back to this 10-second bedtime habit. This metabolic missing piece of the puzzle is all you need to simultaneously boost your metabolism like a rocket ship taking off into outer space, to peel away inches across your stomach, butt, hips, and thighs, to fill in your fine lines and wrinkles, renew your skin, enhance your drive in the bedroom, and get you smiling again. Because when you look in the mirror, you'll feel 10, 20, maybe 30 years younger, like the flip of a switch. Your friends and family won't believe it, and neither did Terry at first, because of how automatic this extreme rate of fat loss was in the beginning for her. It shocked our team, it shocked her doctor, it floored her 6 children, and of course all 17 of her grandchildren, just by doing this one thing before bed. Because you see, Terry wasn't always this overweight. In fact, she was an athlete growing up, a scratch golfer, and the captain of her field hockey team in college. But as time went on and she had her 6 children, life took a turn for the worse. And with these series of traumatic events came the stress and a change in her body like many. However, not until her late 40s did it seem like her metabolism went on a vacation, never to return. As her legs, hips, stomach began to inflate like a child blowing into a balloon. And over time, the fatty deposits that gripped her lower half made her feel like she was walking in deep sand, with 20-pound weights attached to her ankles. And all she could see was her youth, her energy, and independence running away from her in the distance. Terry told me one day in private how she began avoiding the mirror, even while she got dressed, then began avoiding the public, because she could feel the piercing eyes of others staring and judging. And it's not like Terry didn't try to change her destiny, but every single attempt, every single diet she tried that was recommended by one of her 6 children would end in failure. And she gained any weight that she lost back again. Soon, the few nice clothes that she did love were placed in the attic, because she was way too big to fit in them anymore, as her energy levels and stamina rested on E, and no amount of coffee could bring them back to life. Her blood pressure slowly was close to boiling over, and her triglycerides became so thick and heavy that her blood turned to sludge as the circulation in her body slowed, and her extremities turned to icicles. Days spent playing with her grandkids on the floor were gone. Normal chores around the house that she breezed through slowed to a snail's pace, and the crushing fatigue soon sunk its teeth deep down into her bones. It's a big reason why Terry struggled so mightily, then just decided to give up and give in, as the hope that she'd get to spend more holidays with her family all but vanished from her dreams, simply by missing out on a special type of sleep each night that later she would learn to her shocking surprise was the #1 reason why her body gained 84 pounds of fat that was so hard to get rid of no matter how much she dieted or increased her activity. Because at the end of the day, none of this was her fault, or your fault for that matter. And that's when Terry's life made a sharp left down a completely different path. After being discharged from the hospital with marching orders that she needed to lose weight and lose it fast, changing her destiny along with thousands of others. So instead of following another weight loss regimen promoted on TV, Terry and her daughter reached out to our team here from Golden After 50. And after hearing her story, we knew we could help, as long as she kept an open mind and promised to do what we said. And luckily for you, we broke the mold and now have something we can't wait to share with you. Because when she came in, we had her fill out a questionnaire about her lifestyle, her diet, activity levels, but more importantly, her sleep habits. You see, we all know we need to get enough sleep every night. But did you know how important sleep is to losing weight and keeping it off? To regulating your hunger levels, your metabolism, blood sugar, and more. But you see, it's not about getting more sleep, which we'll touch on in a bit. because all of her questions pointed to this one thing that was responsible for filling her body and limbs with 284 pounds of body fat. It also explained her vivid nightmares, her fatigue, her sky-high inflammation levels, and more. You see, it's about getting a special type of sleep that most don't know about. So we had Terry participate for 3 days in a sleep study to measure what happened while her body was sleeping and experience these same recurring nightmares. Then we had her come in the next week after analyzing her results. I sat her down and said, "Terry, you've experienced metabolic shutdown, which we call metabolic grogginess here at our facility. And because of this, your body has gained a tremendous amount of weight over the years without any sign of it stopping. You see, Terry, when you fall asleep, your body goes through 4 different sleep cycles. And based on your results, your body is missing out on the most critical stage of sleep. The stage of sleep we like to call here your fat loss dream state. You see, it's in this stage of sleep your metabolism goes to work breaking down body fat to be used for energy during the night to help repair your muscles, your joints, renew your complexion, and recharge your cells so you have plenty of energy for the next day. So even though you're not up and about being active, during this dream state is when your metabolism is at its most active. And unfortunately, just trying to get more sleep with cat naps or even 8 hours of sleep per night doesn't guarantee your body enters into this fat loss dream state. This is the most important, yet biggest missing piece of the puzzle in pretty much all of our clients who come to us with weight loss woes. It's why dieting and exercise can only get you so far and for so long until the weight eventually comes back. It's not fair, and we know that. But when you give your body this missing key, the doors will open, and we promise you'll be shocked how fast your body will lose the weight. Terry was starting to get the idea, and maybe you can see as well, just how important getting enough of the correct type of sleep is per night to ensure your body and brain can feel refreshed, alert, and alive. So alive, in fact, that when you do enjoy this type of sleep and enter this fat loss dream state each night, your metabolism will awake from its slumber. And just like a hungry bear after months of hibernation will go into overdrive and begin chewing through pounds of fat. So you wake up visibly lighter and slimmer, oftentimes losing 1 to 2 pounds of pure fat each night in the first 30 days. Basically, this type of sleep is the match that lights your fat-burning furnace, a furnace that's inside of you right now, but has been out of service for years. But yet, that's why you're here. It's time to wake it up. Because not only will you lose weight, 5 hormones that help regulate your weight will also strengthen and begin working for you instead of against you. So when you go about your day, you're not dealing with cravings, hunger issues, blood sugar crashes, and more. In fact, when these 5 hormones are working together, you can expect to skip through your day full of energy and stamina, as any food you eat immediately gets burnt up and used for energy instead of being stored as fat, while metabolic grogginess gets pushed to the wayside, never to be seen again. This is what you can expect when your body and brain nail this sleep sweet spot each night. However, when you fail to enter this magical fat loss dream state, over the years, metabolic grogginess will grow stronger as the weight piles on despite eating less and exercising more. So just imagine going months to years never getting enough of this sleep. Of course you're going to gain weight in all the wrong areas despite exercising and dieting. It's why one major study found a lack of this critical stage of sleep was linked to 3 times more visceral fat, which is the type of belly fat that surrounds and suffocates your organs. It's the deadliest kind. While researchers also discovered that too much sleep could have the same effect, causing your metabolism to become drunk and sluggish. One Canadian study found those who got too much sleep over a 6-year period suffered from more obesity and poorer energy levels. Who would have thought? Plus an increased risk of heart attacks and strokes. Again, that's from sleeping too much. And then there's the studies showing how this critical lack of sleep could physically shrink your brain. Yes, physically shrink your brain. Decrease your life expectancy. Increase your risk for dementia, diabetes, heart attacks, strokes, cancer. The list goes on. And it all can be traced back to missing out on this one stage of sleep. But why is this happening? Because just 100 years ago, men and women slept on average over 10 hours per night, and it was good sleep as well. So why the change? Just a few words can sum it all up. Technology and stress. You see, times were simpler then. Yeah, life might be easier now in many ways, but it's thrown a monkey wrench in our body's natural rhythm. You see, the technology from our phones, tablets, TVs, computers, laptops, even the electrical impulses from our cars nowadays It's like being in a disco with strobe lights going off. You might not recognize these continual bursts of white excited light, but our eyes and brain pick up on them. According to the American Medical Association, this type of light disrupts your natural rhythm and blocks key hormones that prepare your body, mind, and fat-burning metabolism from entering this restorative and magical fat loss dream state. And then you have these little daily stressors. The stress of raising kids, your spouse, preparing dinner, the commute to and from work, traffic, the boss, your job, the news. All of it is a stress our bodies never dealt with just 100 years ago. And all those small add up over time and will eventually weaken these 5 weight loss hormones as well, especially when it comes to the hormone cortisol. You see, cortisol is a stress hormone, and when elevated from everyday stress, insulin also gets released around the clock, which instructs any food you eat to be stored as fat while making it almost impossible to efficiently, quickly, and permanently lose weight. Plus, high levels of cortisol in your blood have also been shown to prevent you from entering this fat loss dream state each night as well. But with that being said, if your metabolism has been asleep for all of these years, just imagine what can happen when you get this one thing right before bed following this 10-second habit, and your metabolism awakens from its slumber. Terry, I said, in the past, we've used various relaxation techniques and diet changes to help individuals lose weight while getting the correct type of sleep that makes all of this possible. It would take months, thousands of dollars, and hundreds of hours of your time until everything would eventually reset. It was a pain for most, and why many would fail to complete this 6-month program. However, recently, we've been working on a formula to make this happen without all the therapy, meditation, diet changes, or time you'd have to spend. In total, there's 9 ingredients we've included that are 100% natural, safe, and shown when taken together have a compound symbiotic effect that allows you to fall asleep faster and deeper while ensuring you enter this fat loss dream state. For example, one of these compounds was used in ancient Greece and Rome for its ability to help insomnia and relax the individual while helping them get more of this quality sleep. It's called valerian, and there's 150 milligrams of this pure extract in each serving of the formula. Another one of our favorites found inside was treasured by Native Americans while also being prized in ancient Europe for its ability to calm anxiety and restlessness. And in one study was found after 7 days to improve sleep quality. Called passion flower, this natural compound has been shown time and again to help improve relaxation and has even been given to patients right before surgery. It's that powerful. Now, there's 5 more ingredients we've included that work perfectly together to help your body enjoy a deeper, more peaceful sleep, ensuring you enter this fat loss dream state each night. Plus, help your body support the production of key sleep hormones that modern society has basically stolen from you over the years. But there's 2 ingredients we've included that really supercharge this already potent formula. One ingredient to combat the excessive stress levels you're feeling on a daily basis, which will help calm cortisol's belly fat storing effects inside your body. And second, a compound shown to help physically speed up the fat burning process, just like pressing fast forward on the remote control to your TV. Combined, these 2 compounds are like the cherry on top to an already perfect ice cream sundae and will instruct your metabolism to burn fat while you sleep and prevent any more fat storage. I told Terry to take this formula around an hour before bed with a glass of water for the next 14 days, then to come in for another sleep study. Well, immediately after I gave her her marching orders, she dropped a mini bombshell on us and said she was leaving in a day for London, England to visit her son. It wasn't the best case scenario, but we just told her to do her best, to keep a daily journal, and when she came home after 2 weeks, to come visit us so we can run some more tests and see how her body was responding. She told us she was nervous because she felt like this was her last hurrah, but she'd do her best and keep a journal. Well, after day 4, any heavy hang-ups she might have had were shattered like glass and swept away. And in fact, I have Terry's journal here right with me.
It's day 4, and I can't believe what's happening. I haven't had a nightmare in the past 2 days, and I'm sleeping through the night. I'm also not that hungry during the day. I'm scared to weigh myself. I think I'm going to wait till I get home. Day 11. I've had to lose weight. The blouse I bought at the women's dress barn is looser. I can see it in the mirror. It's not sticking to me like it was at the store. I also haven't slept this good in ages. It's been 9 days since my last nightmare. I'm still not weighing myself. I'm scared, so I'll see when I get back home.
Now what happened next blew myself and our entire team out of the water. Because when Terry came back home and walked up the street to our offices, I didn't recognize the woman walking towards me. Her face, her arms, and torso were noticeably slimmer. Her cheekbones were peeking through, and she had a smile on her face that I had never seen before. But more than that, the twinkle in her eye that left so many years ago had returned. We both looked at each other and knew she had lost weight. So we went inside and hopped on the scale. The last 2 weeks were riding on these results. She couldn't bear to look, so she closed her eyes and waited. I told her to open her eyes and look down. Her mouth dropped. In 2 weeks, while on vacation, visiting her son, Terry had lost 16 pounds. That's over 1 pound per day. And just to confirm these results were real, we measured exactly how much of it was fat versus water weight and muscle, using a state-of-the-art $45,000 GE Prodigy DEXA scan machine. It turns out the 16 pounds in 14 days that Terry lost was almost all body fat. Exactly 12.5 of it was from fat and the rest from water. Then we had her perform one more sleep study for us, the same one she did at the beginning while taking her vitals. According to the data, her brain waves nailed this fat loss dream state over and over again through the night, while these 5 weight loss hormones strengthened as metabolic grogginess all but vanished. It was something we didn't expect to happen so fast, but it did. And why after the first month, Terry lost an incredible 32 pounds, going from a soul-crushing, disease-producing 284 pounds down to 253 pounds. Now still, that number was quite high, but we were getting somewhere. And by the end, we discovered her blood pressure decreased by 19 points. Her cholesterol markedly improved. Her heart rate went from 84 beats per minute down to 63. And her triglycerides tumbled back down to a healthy, normal level. All the while, in the end, losing 84 pounds of fat in no time, just by following this REM rebalancing ritual before bed. So as you can imagine, Terry's metamorphosis inspired others to do the same. Because once her results got out there, she became sort of a local hero, and her inbox began blowing up with interview requests. There's not many like her at 68 years old, practically knocking on death's door, to go from out of breath walking up one flight of stairs with knee buckling arthritis and stroke-inducing high blood pressure, to erase every worry or doubt from her doctor, her family, and her friends, losing 84 pounds of fat using a technique that's been verified by independent sources and proven in the court of science with over 20 plus peer-reviewed studies, showing the unbreakable bond between this critical part of your sleep cycle and your ability to lose weight. That's why after Terry's fast success, we opened the doors to exactly 100 more participants online who had at least 15 to 30 pounds to lose, were over the age of 35, and were desperate for a solution. We wanted the toughest of cases, and we sure got them. Now, we couldn't bring them in and hook them up to our equipment like we did for Terry, so we knew this would be the ultimate test, to see if this answer could work for those at home. Yet despite the everyday normal distractions, every man and woman repaired their sleep cycle and lost weight, and not just a few pounds here and there, but bushels of fat from all over. The average was between 1 and 2 pounds gone every morning in the first month, and almost no one complained of cravings or fatigue, because this is not some diet. They had more energy, better skin, and their zest for life was revived. The results were so remarkable that we knew we had hit on something special and can really create a cascade of change to help those struggling with weight gain and hard to remove belly fat, all because of sleep issues that's plagued them for years. This is part of our life's mission at Golden After 50, and why I'm incredibly happy for you to be here during this special time in history, because finally, this same formula we reserved exclusively for clients is now available to you right now. Let me proudly introduce to you Rembalance, the Sleep Yourself Skinny solution that helps support your natural sleep cycle while your body goes to work burning up pounds of fat. The Sleep and Metabolic Enhancement Formula ensures your body and brain enter that magical fat loss dream state each night, as you experience a pent-up explosion of fat loss that's long overdue. All the while you enjoy probably the deepest, most restful sleep you've had in years. You see, the beauty of this formula, besides strengthening these 5 hormones responsible for helping you stay full, satiated, energized, and focused as your metabolism burns through fat, is it helps rebalance your body and brain while fighting back against the stressors of modern society like we talked about, allowing your innermost biology to return back to a simpler, more calmer time. So you get the correct sleep each night as your body and brain repair itself from the day's wear and tear, allowing you to wake up bright-eyed, full of energy, and over time, visibly younger when you look in the mirror. And let's not forget the body slimming results you'll experience by nailing this magical sleep spot each night. You see, because we've included the ingredient Coleus Forestalls, as you sleep, your body will go into hyperdrive, breaking down body fat at an accelerated pace, just like pressing the fast forward button on your remote control. Remember, this sleep weight loss connection is undeniable and confirmed by mountains of research and is already found inside your DNA. Enjoy this special type of sleep, and according to the research, your metabolism will award you with a slimmer waistline and a happier scale number. Plus, it's so simple to enjoy. All you have to do is take 2 capsules about an hour before you're ready to go to bed and let the formula go to work. That's it. And you can be rest assured Rembalance is formulated in a strictly controlled FDA-approved site that follows GMP guidelines for safety, purity, and quality. On top of this, we're proud to formulate Rembalance here in the USA, unlike many other companies who import their products from places like China without adhering to quality control while using tainted ingredients. It's why we'll never go the mass-marketed route. And you can only get Rembalance here to ensure quality and purity is tightly monitored. It's also why supplies are always limited, and we usually run out of stock at least once per month. However, if you don't see a sold out banner at the top of this page, then you're in luck just 1 minute from now, because you're standing at the door to something great, the next chapter of your life. So just imagine waking up as early as a couple days from now and feeling immediately energized the minute your eyes open, to getting up, walking in the bathroom, and noticing your complexion is more refreshed and clear. But not only that, imagine what it would feel like to have all that hard work you've put in finally matter. Imagine waking up, hopping on the scale, and notice you lost 1 to 2 pounds overnight. Imagine the first time you go shopping for a new outfit and the confidence plus happiness you'll feel walking out of that store. The energy, the endurance, the focus, the better moods you'll be in, your sex drive, your freedom from the aging process, all of it will become your new reality. Because when you enjoy this special type of sleep now with Rembalance, the academic research plus real-world results make it obvious. Your body and brain will age in reverse, and your metabolism will awaken from its slumber as you lose every bit of fat from your frame. So let me ask you something. How much would all of this be worth to you in the end? I'm sure you couldn't put a price on any of this. No price would be too high. Yet luckily, you won't have to pay anywhere near what you might think to experience all of that today. You see, it's not about money for us. It's about helping the community and those in need. We've personally seen the devastating impact that this type of weight gain has had on family members and friends. We've lost plenty of loved ones, and I'm sure you might know a person or two who has gone too young for this for the same reason as well. We just care about getting this to those who need it most, and why we're not going to ask for $177, which was the original cost in the beginning when supplies were very, very limited. So no, we won't be asking you for anywhere near that amount. To help us cover costs, and because you're a first-time customer, you can enjoy 1 bottle of Rembalance for just a one-time price of $49. Now, 1 bottle of Rembalance will get you on the path to sleeping better while reopening the fat loss pathways in your body. However, for the best results, it's been shown that 3 to 6 months of continued use of Rembalance works the best, as your body and brain fully absorb the spectrum of ingredients as you shift into shape and your sleep gradually deepens. This is what our most successful and savvy customers and clients do, who enjoy the quickest, most permanent success. That's why today you can order the 3 or 6 month bundles below at a crazy discounted price to help you save money plus lock in your success for good. The price for the 3 month or 6 month bundle is for today, but that's not something I can guarantee in the near future. You see, these ingredients are delicately formulated. It's not an overnight process. And just like buying groceries at the supermarket, where the price might be different from week to week, the same can be said for Rembalance. But we do everything in our power to never pass on any rising costs to you. That's why for today, the price you see is already locked in, but could easily go up next week. Also, Rembalance isn't available on Amazon or any other website. We're not affiliated with anyone, We've cut out the middlemen and retailers, which is also another reason why we can provide Rembalance at this one-time low price today. So if you're ready to get started, our most successful customers choose the 3 to 6 bottle option below. So choose whichever package works best for you. And a new page will open up with your choice using 256-bit encryption, which is the Fort Knox of internet security. Once we receive your order, everything will be boxed and shipped promptly, arriving at your doorstep between 3 and 7 days. And hey, we are so convinced in your success with Rembalance that we'd love to give you 3 months to enjoy these transformational results. In fact, we'll guarantee them with your own 100% ironclad money-back guarantee. Yes, you have 90 days to enjoy Rembalance, to enjoy the best sleep of your life while your body effortlessly loses weight. And if for any reason during the 90 days you're not happy with what you're seeing in the mirror, even if you've lost weight, then email or give us a call and we'll grant you a refund. No questions and no hassles. Just ship your bottles back, even if they were open. However, we doubt it'll ever come to that, because finally with this missing piece of the puzzle, you'll be amazed how simple it could have been this entire time to lose the weight and feel great every day that you wake up. Now, we're almost coming to an end. And right now, you've come to an important decision if you haven't made it already. Because when you do make this decision below and choose the bundle that makes the most sense for you, it'll set off a ripple effect of positive change for years to come. You see, we've already gone over this sleep-weight loss connection and how it's responsible for all the weight you might have gained over the years, despite dieting and exercise. And you see, without fixing this, which is very easy to do now with Rembalance, your body will never fully reset and heal from the inside out, especially your sleep and especially your metabolism. That's why over time, if nothing is done, the weight gain will continue, the lack of sleep will worsen, the fatigue you feel, the lack of energy and stamina, all of it will grow stronger and sink deeper into your well-being. Your ability to wear your favorite clothes, outfits, and eat out whenever you feel like guilt-free will never happen without noticing the repercussions on the scale and mirror. You'll continue to feel trapped in a body you hate and in the end have to deal with the health consequences associated with it all. I don't mean to be harsh, but unfortunately that's the reality we've seen with those close to us, those we love. This lack of critical sleep that 95% of men and women miss out on for years to decades can all be traced back to weight gain, heart disease, strokes, diabetes, dementia, and more. So if you watch this video all the way through, that tells you something, doesn't it? It shows you that you want this. You want to do this for yourself. And you know what? You deserve it all. You deserve the life and body that will make you truly happy. You deserve to go out and wear what makes you feel confident as you enjoy dinner without a hint of guilt. You deserve to have complete control over your health and the type of sleep that revives your body, mind, and soul, so you wake up bright-eyed, clear, focused, and full of energy. You deserve to have complete control over your metabolism and to be free from the trappings of body fat and age, especially now with Rembalance in your corner. The answer you've been wondering about is here, right on this page. This once-in-a-lifetime chance is at your fingertips. Our most successful clients who enjoy Rembalance daily choose the 3 to 6 month bundles below, so they never miss a night of perfect sleep and unlimited fat loss. It's the perfect solution for those who'd like to lose between 15 and 30 pounds. So to get started, just choose whatever package below works best for you while supplies last and lock in these savings today. You deserve it. So do that now, and I'll see you on the other side.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to click the link below in order to find out more.